So Pete, FA Youth Cup, you got a good win against Atherton in the last round. Now you're here on Friday against Marine.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We didn't play very well against Atherton, but it was one of them where full time whistle's gone, and we've almost looked at each other and gone, thank God for that. We got through it. So obviously in this competition, we're not really bothered about performances. At the end of the day, it's about getting through and obviously making memories for the lads that they'll take through for the whole career. So yeah, we're looking forward to Friday. Preparation's going well. And hopefully it'll be as nice a day as it is today.
Yeah, that's going to be a big factor on Friday, isn't it? The heat.
Yeah. I mean, I'm struggling in it, but no, we'll obviously make sure we're prepared. Right, I'm sure the lads will hydrate themselves. They'll be very motivated, and they'll almost block any negative obstacles out. And obviously the heat, you'd rather play in, on a nice day than in the pouring rain. So I'm sure it won't affect us.
Marine then on Friday, what do you know about them?
Well, we know they're with the same education provider, so Access Sport, their college as well. So we know them. We don't know anything about their sort of footballing, kind of the players or anything like that. But I know they're a great program. They're really well run. So in terms of the full-time element, they'll be prepared for it. They've got good coaches, so I'm sure they'll be ready for the game as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned about the education side. I mean, it's a really exciting phase that the club's going into, isn't it?
Yeah. So obviously the Hyde United Academy now is something that I'm sure the club are really proud of. We would like to make the club as proud as possible. So far so good. We've had a month and a half of being the Hyde United Academy, so we're all looking forward to what the future holds with it, and hopefully we can have a really successful season.
Yeah, and just to obviously just to elaborate on that, obviously with the Access Education, it was there previously. It was under the Rochdale banner, and now everything's under the Hyde United banner, including the juniors and the academy.
Yeah, so I think one of the big positives of that is that everything is now Hyde United. So in terms of the young lads that are in the juniors, they've got kind of a next step to aspire to. So obviously, in terms of recruitment and stuff, we'll look at the Hyde juniors, and it's brilliantly run by Coyne and everyone else who's involved. And then same for the lads that are here on the full-time programme. Their next steps are trying to break through into that first team if they can. And obviously we've had a little bit of an insight in terms of one of our lads having an opportunity in there, training every week, being in a couple of squads. So the incentives there, and it's great for everyone involved with the club.
Yeah, talking about Luke Foster, of course, who's in there, and it's a great opportunity for him. And like you say, it shows the lads that it can be done to get into the first team.
Yeah, and he's done really well, and you can see how it's helped him. He comes in with great confidence, and the things that he has from Chris in the first team training, he brings into it here as well. So hopefully he's one of many that can progress through.
And hopefully a good crowd to come down and watch you as well on Friday.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We're delighted with the home draw. The lads always talk about playing under the lights here. It's a great stadium. It's a great fan base, and hopefully that now that everything is as positive as it is with the academy, that as many first team fans can get down as possible.